Welcome to Mrs. Morgan's Math Minutes, 9.3, the flipped out version. You remember that when you balance equations, you have to keep both sides equal. You show your work on both sides. To find out what one bag weighs in marbles, you could remove one bag from each side. Now we have one bag and 4 marbles on the right-hand side and 7 marbles on the left. What would our next step be? You're right, take 4 marbles off each side. And now you can see that one bag equals 3 marbles. Let's show that algebraically. A bag plus 7 marbles equals 2 bags plus 4 marbles. B is standing for the number of marbles that are inside a bag. First, we took off one bag, leaving us with 7 marbles on the left, 1 bag and 4 marbles on the right. Then we took off 4 marbles, leaving us with 3 marbles equal to 1 bag. So far, we've been talking about equations which are equal on both sides. Today, we're going to add in a new idea, inequalities. What does the prefix in mean? You're right, in means not equal. We have a balance that has items in it that are not equal. Let's say we have 3 marbles on the left pan and 6 marbles on the right pan. What would happen? The right-hand side would be heavier and the pans would be unbalanced. To write an inequality, we use an inequality sign. In this case, 3 is less than 6. What are some other inequality symbols? Perhaps you can think of greater than, less than and equal to, or equal to, greater than or equal to, and maybe even not equal. When you solve an inequality, you would get not just one value, but perhaps many values to satisfy the inequality. For instance, if x is less than 5, I could say that x is 2, but I could also say that x is negative 8 or negative 3,422.4. So there are many answers to solving this inequality. So how would we show this? The answer to an inequality is called a solution set. The solution set includes all the values that satisfy the inequality. If x is less than 5, then x cannot equal 5, but it can equal anything below 5. An open circle on 5 indicates that 5 is not included, and a solid line with an arrow to the left indicates that all the values lower than 5 are included in the solution set. Let's write, solve, and graph an inequality. 5m plus 1 is less than or equal to 7m plus 10. We have m's on both sides of the inequality, so we'll subtract 5 m's from both sides, which gives us 1 is less than or equal to 2m plus 10. Then subtract 10 from each side. Negative 9 is less than or equal to 2m. Finally, divide by 2, magical division. Negative 9 over 2 is less than or equal to m. If m is greater than or equal to negative 9 halves, I can show the solution set by graphing where would 9 halves be? Well, I know 8 halves is negative 4, so 9 halves must be 4.5, negative 4.5. Is that included? Yes, it is. So I'm going to use a solid dot at 4.5, and m is greater than or equal to that. So my arrow this time is going to the right, and any number in that area should satisfy my inequality. So let's check it. Oops, I forgot my negative sign. Okay, so let's choose a fairly easy number to try. Let's try negative 4. If m is less than or equal to negative 9 halves, we can graph the solution set. I know that negative 8 halves is negative 4. So negative 9 halves is negative 4.5. In this case, negative 4.5 is included in the solution set, so I will show that with a solid point rather than the open point we used before. And m is less than or equal to this, therefore I will place my line and my arrow going to the left, showing that all the numbers that are lower than negative 9 halves are included in the solution set. Now I will substitute negative 4 for m. Replacing all my m's with negative 4. 5 times negative 4 is negative 20, plus 1 is less than or equal to negative 28, plus 10. Negative 20, if I'm in debt $20 and I get $1, I'm now in debt $19, less than or equal to, if I'm in debt $28 and I get 10, now I'm in debt 18. Is it true that negative 19 is less than or equal to negative 18? Yes, that's true. And so I know that I have shaded the correct side of my inequality. You are now ready to work on Study Guide 9.3. Thanks for listening. See you tomorrow.